it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool news update video where we absolutely have to talk about the large minority and very vocal minority of Liverpool fans who want Jurgen Klopp sacked, because I'm checking the Twitter and the Reddit and the Liverpool official fan forums, and there is a growing number of people who think Jurgen Klopp is to blame for Liverpool's current situation. And I think, let me know, I think my opinion is it's the owners and also half of the major Liverpool players have really dropped the ball this season. And yes, Jurgen Klopp is responsible for some of the team selection, some of the tactics, some of the weird substitutions, but he's not the main man who is to blame for Liverpool's downfall. But let me know, what is your opinion in the comments below. List your reasons of why Liverpool are struggling so much this season. Is it FSG? Is it the players? Is it Jurgen Klopp's tactics or team selection or substitutions? Is it the transfer committee? Is it the assistant manager, Pep Inders? A lot of people are blaming him. And Jurgen Klopp, in my opinion, has overachieved at Liverpool with a shoestring budget, winning things that I think no other manager could win at Liverpool. Because if you look at Liverpool's net spend in the past 7 years since Jurgen Klopp took over, or 8 years, whatever it is, it's really one of the smallest net spends in the Premier League. Certainly in the top 6 clubs, not in the whole Premier League, but if you compare the top 6 net spend, Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool are in like 5th or 6th place, around where Tottenham is, in my opinion. Even Arsenal's net spend now, I think, is higher than Liverpool's, and Chelsea, Man City, Man United are definitely way higher than Liverpool. So for Liverpool to win the Champions League, the Premier League, the FA Cup, the League Cup, the European Super Cup, the Community Shield and the Club World Cup is 7 trophies in 7 years is a resounding success. But some people are now saying Jurgen Klopp is a poor manager. Look at the results this season, and some people are saying not sure what Jurgen Klopp does. It looks like Pep Inders is in charge at Liverpool. What a load of nonsense. And then literally a month ago, the majority of Liverpool fans said we must keep Jurgen Klopp. This club would be battling relegation without him. Some of them turned to saying Jurgen Klopp must go in literally the space of a month, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. And even Steve Nicol, who is a former Liverpool player who won 4 league titles at Liverpool and he is now a pundit at ESPN, he said that Liverpool should appoint Brighton manager De Zerbi if Jurgen Klopp is sacked at Liverpool. I'm not saying that he's close to getting sacked, because we heard nothing of that that conversation from FSG, and none of the journalists are talking about Jurgen Klopp potentially getting sacked. But it's worth talking about, because there is a topic of conversation among Liverpool fans. And I mean, if some pundits are even talking about it, then it's very worrying. And Steve Nicol said there is not another Jurgen Klopp in the world. In my opinion, he is the perfect manager for Liverpool even now. And look at Dortmund. They sacked Jurgen Klopp, or they parted ways with mutual respect, and decided to rebuild the squad without him, and kept some of their players. And then Dortmund later realized we should have kept Jurgen Klopp and rebuilt the squad and let go of the majority of the players. And I think that's what Liverpool should do. We should keep Jurgen Klopp and rebuild the squad, give him funds to help him rebuild the squad, because I think with the right kind of investment and with the right kind of new owners, Jurgen Klopp can be successful at Liverpool again. Steve Nicol said, I tell you what you could do if you decide to sack Jurgen Klopp. You could go and get De Zerbi from Brighton. On the face of it, you were like, wow, you are taking over from Graham Potter, who is going to Chelsea. How are you going to get more out of this Brighton squad? And then De Zerbi did an absolute miracle. Brighton look even more exciting under De Zerbi than they did under Graham Potter. He plays very exciting attacking football, so I can see why Steve Nicol is saying that there is an alternative to Jurgen Klopp. But right now, I would keep Jurgen Klopp, and only if we finish in 12th or 14th place by the end of the season, that's when I would maybe a tiny bit of me would consider getting rid of Jurgen Klopp, only because it will look like that he can't motivate the players anymore, and then you can't get rid of the whole squad. You get rid of the manager. That's the modern football. But I would get rid of half of the Liverpool squad first. first instead of getting rid of Jurgen Klopp. Steve Nicol also said, I liked Brendan Rodgers, the way he coached the team. I just didn't like the other stuff that he did off the pitch, but the way he played the game, I liked it. And I like the way De Zerbi is as Brighton playing. The fact that he has got them better from when Potter was there is incredible. And Brighton are the informed team in the Premier League, outside of the top 6, definitely. And they actually have a brilliant chance of finishing in the top 6 and qualifying for European football. And I think Liverpool have a massive rebuilding job on their hands, and without new owners this club will go nowhere, even with Jurgen Klopp, because Jurgen Klopp has now both of his hands tied behind his back because he has aging players in the team who are not good enough anymore. Henderson, Fabinho, James Milner. He has injury-prone midfielders like Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain, whose contracts are up at the end of the season, and he has youngsters like Harvey Elliott, Fabio Carvalho, Bajcetic, who are great, but they are not ready yet. They are not the finished product yet. So Liverpool will get inconsistent results, and there will be a lot of painful results from now on. And Liverpool have a massive month coming up for them. They play Wolves, they play Everton, they play Real Madrid, they play Newcastle, they play Manchester United. Just to mention 5 of their next fixtures. It's going to be one hell of a run, and Liverpool need to find some form again. And I really want Darwin Núñez to start. Maybe he wasn't fully fit to start against Brighton, which was a real shame. And I want Cody Gakpo to play on the wing. I realize why. Now I realize why Jurgen Klopp decided not to play Cody Gakpo on the left wing, because Jurgen Klopp revealed in his post-match press conference that he played Cody Gakpo through the middle so he can press the opposition, because Salah likes to sometimes drop deep and come for the ball, and also we wanted to use the pace of Darwin Núñez on the left wing. And I think Darwin Núñez can play through the middle, and that's his best position. But when Cody Gakpo was maybe playing kind of a Firmino role, something that maybe he's better at than Darwin Núñez, and we wanted Darwin Núñez to run in behind, we wanted Cody Gakpo to come in a little bit into the midfield to pick up the ball and to run at people. And that was actually a brilliant run where Cody Gakpo picked the ball up near the halfway line. He runs straight through the Brighton midfield and at their defense, and Dunk hacks him down. And that could have been even a red card. So yeah, it worked in some moments, but also Jurgen Klopp was shouting at Cody Gakpo a lot, because playing in a new system, Jurgen Klopp was spotted constantly shouting orders at Cody Gakpo from his technical area. And that's the thing with Liverpool right now. We are playing a new system with some new players like Bajcetic and also Naby Keita, and the manager is still trying to ingrain the tactics and the tactical instructions and what he exactly wants from each player. And I think it's very telling that Jurgen Klopp specifically spoke about the body language, because for example when Trent Alexander-Arnold came off, again we saw that attitude that was there from Trent in almost every game all season, where he's sulking, he's pouting, and he's not really humble anymore. Maybe the praise and also his world-class status got into his head, because when things don't go Trent Alexander-Arnold's way, it looks like he's not doing the simple things and the hard things anymore regularly. And Jurgen Klopp said, look, I'm not over the moon about this performance, but the only thing that happened really is that we lost against a good side, and 2 weeks ago it was a horrendous game. We took steps forward, but I understand 100% that they really didn't want to go out of the FA Cup. And Brighton were brilliant according to Jurgen Klopp, absolutely brilliant again. Today we played a little bit back, I would say. They saw a goal, they saw chances, the Liverpool fans is talking about, so it was better. But one goal is defected and one is in the 92nd minute, so that's a bad piece of truth as well. You should not forget that. But we are still out of the FA Cup, and that's obviously the worst outcome of a game you have. And from some of the players, Jurgen Klopp wanted to see better body language, and I fully understand why he's saying that, because some Liverpool players are not putting every everything out there on the football pitch. Trent Alexander-Arnold is a major culprit, but Henderson, Fabinho, Milner, they are just not good enough anymore. I already said my piece on it in the post-match reaction video. If you haven't seen that, it's uploaded on my channel. And Andy Robertson also said it's bitterly disappointing. We thought it was a proper cup tie. It was end-to-end. Both teams had chances. We were a lot more competitive than 2 weeks ago, but that didn't take much. We were nowhere near good enough 2 weeks ago. Today we were slightly better, Robertson said after the game. We had chances. We were a bit more compact. At the end of the day, we are going out of the FA Cup, and that's hard to take. When you are at a club like Liverpool, the fans and everyone expect us to go far in these competitions, and we have not managed it. Obviously, it's the last minute, it's the last kick of the ball, so it's bitterly disappointing. We need to improve quick. We keep saying that, but it doesn't help the fans. I feel sorry for them. Obviously, the way we are putting on a show just now, we behind the goal was packed today. All the fans were unbelievable. We let them down again, and we are obviously disappointed to be out of the cup. The FA Cup always wasn't Liverpool's priority. If I checked the results of in the FA Cup of Jurgen Klopp, and we only managed to go past the 4th round twice in 8 years. Once we reached the 5th round, and once we won the whole thing, of course, that was last season. Every single time, in 6 out of the 8 seasons, we either went out in the first game, so in the round 3, or in the second game in round 4. That's a really shockingly bad record, but it's famous that Liverpool always have a small squad, so we are always focusing on our energy on the Premier League and the Champions League. But this season I felt the FA Cup was a brilliant opportunity to go far, because Chelsea and Arsenal have already been knocked out by Man City, but now that Liverpool are knocked out as well, it's Man United or Man City, I think, who will win the FA Cup, and I expect Man United to win the League Cup as well. And if they do a domestic double, Man United, that will be really, really painful for Liverpool. And the main reason why FSG and Liverpool have not freshened up the squad is that Jurgen Klopp is not given enough money. But it's still baffling that we signed Cody Gakpo, and basically it looks like our January transfer budget went on Cody Gakpo instead of signing a midfielder, when it was really obvious that Cody Gakpo wasn't as much needed as a midfielder, in my opinion. Maybe Jurgen Klopp thought with Naby Keita coming back from injury, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Curtis Jones, that we will have enough in midfield, but with Henderson, Fabinho and Milner having such a steep and very sharp decline, it's baffling that Jurgen Klopp didn't sign a midfielder instead of Cody Gakpo. And basically it looks like Jurgen Klopp, and it looks like mainly Liverpool and FSG have thrown away this season. It's a write-off. We will absolutely not win the Premier League 100%. We will not win the Champions League like 99%. It would be an absolute miracle, an even bigger miracle than the miracle of Istanbul when Rafa Benitez produced a miraculous comeback. Because in that team, at least Liverpool had a pretty decent midfield with Gerrard in his prime. In this Liverpool team, Liverpool have an absolutely shocking midfield, and with this kind of shocking midfield, you can't win the Champions League, not even if you fluke some results. And Real Madrid, one of the best teams in Europe, will knock Liverpool out. I will be absolutely amazed and shocked if Liverpool go through against Real Madrid. Of course, stranger things have happened in football, but you go all the way in the Champions League, it takes a lot. And this Liverpool team, I can't see them going all the way. Maybe if Luis Diaz and Jota come back and they start firing on all cylinders straight away, and also we should keep Darwin Núñez playing so he can learn from his mistakes and play through his mistakes and improve and develop. But yeah, let me know, how do you see Liverpool's current situation? And Andy Robertson also was very honest, saying that we got worse since the World Cup break, and that's very damning. And Jurgen Klopp said when he was given Andy Robertson's words back to him, Jurgen Klopp said it's half true, half wrong, that yes, we got worse in terms of the results, but some of the performances have been encouraging, but we are not getting the results. And we have won one game in 2023, I think, and 1 game in 6. That's the worst run of Jurgen Klopp's managerial career, probably, at Liverpool at least. So yeah, let me know, how do you see things at Liverpool, and what can Liverpool get out of this season? I think absolutely nothing. I don't expect Liverpool to even qualify for European football next season. That's how bad we are at the moment. But prove me wrong, Liverpool, please. I would love to be proved wrong, and I would even take Conference League football next season, because that's better than no European competition. But maybe it's better for, getting Champions League next season if Liverpool are not in Europe, so we can just concentrate on the Premier League, the cups, and the domestic cups, and we don't have European football, because the Conference League or Europa League is really draining on the legs when you don't have the prize money of the Champions League at stake. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later guys, goodbye.